The Chiefs are already headed to Kansas. Now, Royals fans hoping this plan keeps their team in Missouri. KCTV5's Betsy Webster is at Washington Square Park tonight with their reaction.
Washington Square Park behind me here is usually pretty quiet after dark. That could all change if the stadium proposal is successful.
At the current Kauffman, one fan was more resigned than excited about the pitch.
I personally would like to see more ownership investment in these teams. That's where the profits are going.
City leaders say the proposal won't raise taxes for residents, but it would forgo collecting taxes from the Royals. The city wants a community benefits package that would go to parks in, quote, every corner of the city. People who work near the park were positive about the proposal. A man who works at the IRS sees a spillover benefit for local businesses.
It's going to bring foot traffic. It's going to bring people leaving the game and wanting to, maybe do some shopping, maybe do some eating.
A man who works at Crown Center envisions what he calls hangouts replaced with more vibrant activity, and this vacant high-rise replaced with new development.
I mean, we need to keep the crime down and keep moving forward, you know what I'm saying, so have something positive downtown.
A woman who works in this office building expressed only one concern.
The only issue that I would have is the parking, because I do work downtown. I know parking is an issue.
Now, this is right along the streetcar line. The city leaders did not release parking details yet. The ordinance says that parking and access details are to be negotiated. At Washington Square Park in Kansas City, Missouri, Betsy Webster, KCTV5 News.